Hello, dear child. This is the summary of the sex education class we had yesterday with Auntie Omolayo Oyawoye. And yesterday, the sex education class was so impactful, but by the grace and help of God, I was able to take down almost all the points Auntie Omolayo Oyawoye spoke on. And so this is a video summary for you to further understand, and for those of you who were not in attendance, for you to catch up. And so she started the class yesterday by telling us how rainbow came to be. That it was during the days of Noah in the Bible when God decided to end the earth with a flood. And so, after God asked Noah to build an ark, and he took all the animals into the ark in their twos, along with his own family, that a cloud appeared on the sky, and that cloud was a sign from God to let Noah know that never would he, God Almighty, end the world by flood again. So it was like a covenant between God and Noah that I will never end the world like this again. The world will never come to an end through waters or flood ever again. But we see that in the world today, a lot of people in the Western world, they have begun to use that rainbow to signify the flag of LGBTQ. Yes, they use it. And so Auntie Omolayo was trying to let you children know that rainbow was first mentioned in the Bible, and it was something God himself showed to Noah. And so it is not related to LGBTQ at all. Now you might want to ask, what is LGBTQ? LGBTQ means, L means lesbian, meaning two women that are practicing the act of love. G means gayism, that is two boys, two male genders practicing the act of love. B means bisexual, somebody who is attracted to boys and attracted to girls at the same time. T means transgender. Transgender means someone who is a boy but who wants to change his gender to a girl, or someone who is a girl who is trying to change her gender to become a boy. And this transgender is always done either through the use of drugs, pills, or surgery. So Q means square. And what does square mean? Square means questioning. That is somebody who is still confused about their gender. Maybe already God made them to be a girl, but in their mind, they are seeing themselves like a boy. And there are people you usually see that act like tomboys, although they are girls physically and biologically, but every actions they do is that of a boy. These kind of people are queer. They have not yet come into the identity as the gender God created them to be. So they are those we call queer, meaning questioning, someone who is still confused. So we see that in the world today, LGBTQ is being, they use rainbow to signify their flag. Anywhere you see flag on social media, most likely they are trying to rate LGBTQ high. They are trying to portend it as something that is good. So Auntie Omolayo made us know that LGBTQ is not good because it is not the intention of God for us. When God created us as human beings, he knew exactly He knew exactly what he was doing. God did not make anyone by mistake. When God created you as a boy, God had a purpose for you as a boy. When God created you as a pretty little girl, God had a purpose for you as a girl. God Almighty does not make mistakes. And so, whatever gender God created you to be, Auntie Omolayo Oyawoye says we should be content with it. We should be contented. We should be satisfied with our gender. We should not be confused. We should never desire to be another gender, and we should not hate other gender. Maybe you are a girl, you are now hating on boys. No, that is wrong. Or you are a boy, you are hating on girls. That is wrong. And she also encouraged us that the ideal thing God intended when he created human beings is for girls to marry boys. Male should get married to females. Female should get married to male, not male and male getting married or female and female getting married. She disabused our mind and said that is very wrong. And so she, in making us to understand that in last night's class, she delved into crush. That it is okay to have a crush when in primary school or secondary school, that it is a healthy sign of puberty, meaning you are liking specially somebody of the opposite sex, that it is not something to be ashamed about or embarrassed about, or you begin to think you are abnormal. No, you are not abnormal, you are normal. If you are having a crush, the only thing that is abnormal is when you are having a crush on the same sex. Maybe you are a girl and you are having special love feelings for a girl, or you are a boy, you are having special love feelings for a boy. She disabused our minds that this one is very, very, very wrong, that it is bad and we should not practice it at all. And she told the children that whenever they have a crush, that they should write a letter to their parents. Instead of writing a love letter to that person you are crushing on, that you should not do that. Do not express any love interest to anybody you are crushing on. Instead, write a letter to your parents and let them know what you are going through. That, hello, mommy, how are you? I'm having a crush in my class. His name is so. I'm struggling with that feeling. Can you please help me to overcome it? I'm having serious feelings for a girl. Maybe that is if you are a boy. I'm having serious feelings for a girl in my school, and I want you to help me with this feeling. You can write such letter to your parents so that your parents will sit you down and they will help you understand. And she also said that you can also write this letter to your mentor, because your mentor is somebody you should be able to speak with freely, without fear of condemnation or being judged brutally. So you can write that letter to me as your mentor. So that is it. Also, Auntie Omolayo told us, I think a child, Adedamola, who mentioned LGBTQ during the question time. Adedamola is resident abroad. So perhaps he has been seeing those kind of things where he's based abroad, and that was why he was able to ask this question. So when he asked the question about LGBTQ, Auntie Omolayo explained it to him over again. And also he spoke about homophobic. That what does homophobic means? Homophobic is a word used for normal people who hate LGBTQ. They don't want to be their friends, they hate them, they condemn them. So normal people like us who hate and defame the LGBTQ are those that are referred to as homophobic. Auntie Omolayo also said that it is not good to hate the LGBTQ, because God said we should live at peace with all men and we should love one another. But you must never desire to be like them. You must never copy what they are doing, and you must never be close friends with them, so that you will not be influenced to become like them, but that we must not hate them. God does not want us to hate anybody. Also, I asked a question during the class that when Auntie Omolayo said children should write love letter about their crush to their parents, I now asked her during question time that, does she mean that as a joke or was she serious about it? To which she answered that she was serious about it. So truly you can write a letter to your parents, letting your mommy, your daddy or your mentor know about your crush. Okay, I think another question I asked, okay, a girl asked in the class yesterday, I think it was Amabel Jonathan. She asked that, what if you crush on the same sex? You are a girl, you are crushing on a girl. Auntie Omolayo said this is very bad, that we must not do this. You must never crush on the same sex. That is how lesbianism and gayism starts, and we don't want that, because this is not the intention of God for us when he created us. Okay, someone else asked, what happens when you tell your crush that you have a crush on them? Auntie Omolayo said, you are not supposed to tell your crush that you love them or you are crushing on them, because when you tell them in school, number one, what will happen is that they might make a jest of you. making you a point of mockery to everyone, telling other students that you are crushing on them, that you told them you love them, or maybe you want to date them, and they will ridicule you and you will become very embarrassed. Number 2 of what can happen when you tell a fellow student that you are crushing on them. Auntie Omolayo said that those students will start the wrong kind of relationships with you. You know, it's either they say no or some other will now say, okay, let's start dating secretly. Let's become boyfriend and girlfriend. And this is very, very wrong. And that is why you must never tell anyone that you are crushing on them. If you are confused or overwhelmed with these feelings, let your parents know instead. And so what else? I think I've succeeded in covering everything. So please, next month's sex education class is second weekend of the month. Please make sure by 7 p.m. you are available. Although we had large participation last night, but a lot of you children attended very late. You joined in when the class was already half done, in progress. This is very wrong. By 7 p.m. second weekend of next month, make sure you are available to begin the class with us. So God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. If you have any question about this, please send it to me on WhatsApp so that I can either answer you or send it to Auntie Omolayo to respond, and I will forward our response to you. God bless you. So that was all we had in the sex education class last night. God bless you.